Good morning, mates. Blind Prime here with Kream the cat, who's currently sleeping. And today's video will be about Transformers Alternators Beneltech Windcharger. Now, I say alternators and Beneltech because Windcharger transforms the same whether or not you're using an alternators or a Beneltech Windcharger. The biggest difference is that the Beneltech Windcharger will have die-cast metal parts and will have a barrel that becomes a transmission for the vehicle. Really cool, really neat, and I really want the Beneltech so that I can get that fun transmission piece and get a chance to feel what it feels like. So today's video is a Blindformers video, so please hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and always comment below. I love to hear the comments from you. I don't have many social media platforms myself because they all seem to be based around photos and pictures, and it annoys me. So if you wouldn't mind using your social media platforms to share my content, I would be much appreciated. And Kream would be appreciated too. The Patreon is on the way. Still designing it, still getting it together, because Kream absolutely needs his treats. All right, well, with all that stuff being said, let's get into today's video and talk about transforming Windcharger. Now, first step that you want to do with transforming Windcharger is you want to go below him, and if you have the Beneltech, pick up that gun barrel and rotate it 90 degrees. So we're just going to move an imaginary gun barrel 90 degrees, and then push. And that will open the hood. And I should have used this to open the hood in last video. And then you can pull the engine out. And make sure, if you have the Beneltech, that you're careful because the gun barrel's a bit long, so you're going to have to be careful when pulling it out to make sure that the gun barrel doesn't get caught on anything. But once you pull it out and straighten it out, the gun barrel goes on the end, and it'll be a little straight bit. And then you have this little bit on the rear of it that will act as sort of an arm shield, a forearm shield for the Transformer holding the sniper rifle thing. We'll go ahead and put that weapon off to the side. We don't need that right now anymore. Next step is we are going to start breaking this vehicle down. Yes, we are. First off, we want to rip apart the front. We're just going to rip the front in half. And it just requires you wiggling it about a bit. Wiggling it. Actually, now that I think about it, first step is you want to fold each of these doors all the way around so they lay flat against the front. And then reach your thumb into the area where the engine used to be and put your thumb on the 2 feet that are folded up there. Put your 4 fingers on the underside of the vehicle mode between the front tires and give it a pull. Okay? You give it a pull, and what you've done is you've actually managed to get all of the little joints and stuff kind of halfway broken, and it doesn't take much to finish the process. Look at that, how easy it was. Now, in here, we of course had the 2 magnets, which I didn't really make sure were connected last time. And now that I've pulled it apart, we can't really showcase that too much. Get them together slightly so you can take a look. So this was a really cool idea they had, and they use magnets sometimes. But look at that. The other wheel will move if it moves. Come on, other wheel. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, there's this magnet strip with 2 little bars and magnets on the end, and it allows the wheels to actually rotate and steer. And I've always loved that part of this guy. It's just a weird random feature that I enjoy. Getting the steering mechanisms to work right in many of these carriers can be a pain, but for Windcharger, it's actually the easiest because of how these work in those magnets and stuff. Right. Now that we've gotten the legs pulled apart, next step will be coming up here to the front grille of the vehicle, and you want to pull the front tire back, all right? Rotate it like it's steering. So for the right-hand side, you want to make it steering right. And then that's going to leave just enough of a gap, to slip this, come on, slip in there. There it goes. You want to slip the grill, his front grill, between the car and the tire in the front of the wheel well. And I just like that. It's such a weird way of doing it, but it makes it feel more organic in a way. It makes it feel like this is a living robot. Next step, bring the toes out, rotate them out 180 degrees, and then take the little bar that has the magnet on it and fold it up into that cubby that the foot was hiding. Next step after that, go ahead and make sure the foot is out on a little hinge. There's a little hinge in there in addition to the ball joint, and pull the foot out, and then fold the side of the underside of the vehicle upwards, and it will snap into place. Then all we have to do is rotate this foot around. You got to play with this foot for a second because it's never in the right position. There it goes. It's straightened out, and you want to make sure the front of the toe, which has a nice little grill aspect to it, is facing down towards the underside of the vehicle. And then you're going to reach back here and pull the heel out of the toe. All right. Next step is we're going to come around here to the other side, and we're going to follow the same process. Rotate that foot out, push that bar magnet in. Then you want to rotate the wheel just a bit, pull the wheel out just a bit, and push the grill into that little cubby. Next step, use the joint in the top of the foot to pull the foot out further. Make sure that magnet didn't slip and unfold itself from where you put it. It did not. Good. Now everything folds up. That foot straightens out, and then it faces towards where the front of the leg will be, which is the underside of the vehicle right now, and then pull the heel out. Yay! We've completed the legs. Now just fold the sides of the doors. You fold the doors down to cover the rest of that. It's straighten these legs out, right? Straighten them out. Straighten them out. Good, good and straight. Good and straight. Next step is we're going to come over here to the side of the vehicle where the bottom of the door jamb is for the side doors. That's actually very similar to, and Siege Sideswipe definitely got it from this transformation. But you know, in Siege Sideswipe, when you get to fold down portions of the core of the vehicle, they fold around to his back. That's the same here. So you want to push the door jambs on either side down, and they're going to rotate all the way around and snap satisfyingly into the back of the vehicle mode. There we go. Next step is, you may think it's time to fold the seats down, but that would be wrong. We don't want to do that yet. We want to instead rotate the assembly for the hood and the windshield are each on their own joint, and you want to rotate them around so that the hood is no longer on the legs. The hood is now over the seats, and the windshield is facing the legs. There we go. Okay, now that you've done that, next step is rotate the entire front of the vehicle and the entire back of the vehicle in separate directions. So I just hold the front still, and I rotate the entire back of the vehicle 180 degrees so that the bottom of the vehicle is now the top of the vehicle, and the top of the vehicle is now the bottom of the vehicle. Then that hood folds up across the back area, and I love that. That is so sleek. I like that the hood goes from the front of the vehicle, and then it ends up not only going across the back of the vehicle facing the opposite direction, but it's also on the opposite side of the car. That is just so cool. And now that that's done, go ahead and fold your seats down. Each seat will fold down into that little area that's been revealed, and that's going to add some stability to the core of this robot. It's actually doing a good job of adding stability. That is so clever. Next step is probably my favorite part of this transformation. Just pull the trunk up, then reach in here and pull the arms out. There it goes. Just pull. Each side of the vehicle will fold down, and you know, we get I like how each side of the back of the vehicle just folds down. Then you want to rotate each of the car bits 90 degrees so that the wheels are now facing towards the feet, as we have now made him into standing mode. Next step is push the arm assembly down. It's got its own little hinge that rotates it down. It just drops down. Drop down the other side. I'll show you from the front how that looks. See, it drops down, and then you want to grab the arm and pull it, stretch it out, and you want to make sure you rotate it so that hinge for the elbow is visible, and this little port sticking out on the side is totally visible as something that you can grab. And next step is you want to come over here to this other side, and we are going to then pull that bit down, rotate you'll pull all the arms, straightened it out, and rotate it so that it has the elbow available, and then rotate that hand. So that port is also sticking out. And I love this arm assembly. I like how the rear bumper and part of the license plate actually makes up the back of his forearm. That is such a fun little bit. And then, after you've done all that, you want to make sure these bits are good and stationary. This one's more so The other one, what's going on with you guys? Okay, straighten out, straighten out. Excellent. Final step of this process is my favorite one. When we grab the trunk and we grab so the trunk gets pulled down with the back of the seats in that area where the canopy of the vehicle folded up to give you that little Autobot symbol. All that assembly folds down towards the feet. It's a stiff joint, but you can rotate it around. The underside of the trunk reveals this really cool pattern, and the underside of the canopy holder, the little rear of the vehicle, reveals this really fun pattern of pipes and Autobot symbol and stuff. Like this guy is he's just cool. He's just really cool. Windcharger here is really fun, and then you rotate his head out, and there's your Windcharger. Isn't he a fun guy? Isn't he a fun guy? Yes, he is. And he's such a fun transformation. I really do enjoy my Windcharger. I always enjoyed Windcharger when it comes to this transformation. And I am so sad that we haven't gotten a Windcharger in generation since Siege started. I'm really looking forward to what they'll do when they finally give us a Windcharger, because we need that mini bot. We need Windcharger, darn it. And I am, oh man, when I get Windcharger, when they release Windcharger, I'm going to be bringing out this Alternators Windcharger so that we can do some comparisons, because I would love to see what has changed and how similar the head sculpts are. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I've been Blind Prime. This has been Kream the Cat. And please leave me a comment in the comments below and let me know, about transformations you enjoy. What's your favorite transformation? I would love to hear from you. Until next Prime, bye-bye for now.